we've got to be assertive. It's really important that you're assertive. First impressions count. If you go to a new team, especially, you go in there, you've got to be really assertive. You've got to be really clear. If you're asked what positions you play, then you've got to be really crystal clear in your role, or someone might ask you, the manager might say, can you play in this position? And you've got to be really clear. If the opportunity comes up, then better you take the opportunity. But then if you take the opportunity, you've got to be really, really clear, because there's no excuses afterwards. You don't get to make excuses in football afterwards. Well, I've never played there before. If the manager says, can you play right back? So I can, and you're a midfielder, then you've got to be really, really clear that you can do it, because that opportunity might present itself once. And we've seen players, past and present, move positions, and they made that position their own. And that's the key. But what's really important, you're assertive. Those first impressions, you walk in to the change room, you've got your shoulders back, head up, firm handshake. You're really assertive. You're really crystal clear. You back yourself and you believe in yourself. Like you've got the right to be there. And you go into a change room and you see players you've seen before, possibly with big names and whatever else. That counts for nothing on the football pitch. Reputation means nothing on the football pitch. It's what you do in the here and now, which is key. That's the big deal, guys. That's what it's going to come down to in the end. It's going to come down to what can you do to affect the game. So I want you to sort of think about, before you do the following exercise, to be really crystal clear about your role. What do you bring to the party? The manager asks, what are your strengths? And you've got to be confident and back yourself. Well, these are my strengths, whether it's pace or strength, or these are the sort of key things you've got to think about in terms of strengths. And I watched the game on TV the other day. It was on TV, Serie A. It was AC Milan versus Bologna on Serie A, and the centre half for Bologna, Medel, I think his name was, and he was immense. He was immense. I think height-wise is probably 5'6", 7" for a centre half, but he bossed it. He came off with an injury with Ibrahimovic. They had a head clash. But if you get a chance to watch that, just watch how immense. And I believe he's 34 years of age, and you just saw the experience, the experience in the guy. If you sort of get a chance to sort of watch the highlights, you'll see possibly. I don't know if the highlights are available. Thinking to myself, goodness me, this guy is immense in terms of just the whole application, the effort. And that's the sort of key. You've got to make sure you go out there and you give full application, you give full effort, you're confident, you're assertive, you've planned throughout the week, you're really, really focused in terms of sort of, you're planning throughout the week. And then as you get closer to the game, you start focusing on the game, which is key going forward. So we're going to sort of focus now on our exercise, going forward. So, top class plays, think 3 or 4 passes where the ball's going to be in advance. So you go into a state of mind where you're completely focused, and you eliminate every distraction. You put all distractions to one side, and you're focused on the game, and you go into a confident state, a motivated state, and all distractions are gone. Okay, all the distractions you put to one side, and you're fully focused. The very best footballers can see things quicker, and that's why we work on analysis. We want to see things that other people can't see, and we learn by watching, by imagining what we would do against a certain player. We learn by rehearsing it. We learn by all these things. But for now, we're going to do is our exercise, for the week, planning for the week. So the key thing here is we're going to do is sort of start to think, okay,